I don't know why you needed to cuss me out, but all right.
Welcome to the Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast / broadcast / coming at you all sorts of ways. Week 8 is mostly in the books. We just got a great Monday night game to get to. I guess it's great, right? We'll get into that here in a minute. Remember, check each one of us out on the Twitter. Josh will tell you where he's at. Eric's tell you where, but I'm at Tag Jones. You can reach us at Empty Wagon FF. Josh, where can they find you?
At FF Josh Hughes, baby. And then
Eric is at Gunsaveld 19 on the Twitter.
The zoo's scratching at the door, man. Jeez Louise.
How you boys doing? How's week 8? How's week 8 treating you?
Not good, Bob.
Not good.
I'm looking good in FSA. I'm pretty happy about it. Dalvin Cook. Woo, dog.
I played Dalvin Cook in like every league that I needed to win in. Yeah, that went well.
Yeah, him and Russell Hustle and Bustle, man. They've really been just carrying my FSA team. It's real nice.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're good. I feel like I'm wasting Russell Wilson in one of my leagues because that's what I do is waste him.
It's fine.
Oh, it's fine. You're right, it's fine. But it's not that good when you're losing when you should be winning. But hey, it's just week 8. More players going down with injuries. Our heroes and villains. I'm just going to straight up say it. I don't think I hit one.
I should have flippy-flopped my
maybe
receivers.
Maybe two.
It was a rough week, boys. Rough week.
Yeah, rough week all around. We'll see what's going on. What's up, MJ? How's it going?
Hey.
Surprised you're still awake after that Cowboys game.
Only Carson Wentz could make the Cowboys look competent. Jesus.
You say the Philly defense, it's the Cowboys. It's just bad, man. Carson Wentz, if he threw the ball less than 20 yards, he would look great. But his 3 passes over 20 yards, 1 interception, 0 completions.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it.
Yeah. He's pretty bad.
Real bad, Bob.
Real bad team.
Oh, yeah. Josh, what you mean by you leading it wrong? What happened there?
What?
Josh, you led me wrong. What'd you do?
Well, other than the fact that I got every single one of my picks wrong, actually the only ones I got right were the receivers. Literally all the other ones I could have flipped and got heroes and villains backwards. Yeah, not a good day, boys. Not a good day at all.
It was a weird week in football together. I don't know. Go on.
Don't worry. Yeah. I led myself right into that fire myself, so it's fine.
Yeah. Well, you ran up against Dalvin Cook in our Dynasty League, and that doesn't help you out a lot.
Yeah, and Patty Mahomes, who threw 5 tutters. Sure did. Not good, Bob.
Yeah, great call by me on the villain there.
Yeah, the old TJ Hawkinson thing, that did not pan out either. I'm aware of that,
hey,
MJ.
What I will say is Eric's not taking a pie.
I'm not.
He said Drew Lock over, who was it, Carson Wentz? Or no?
I thought it was Burrow.
Burrow?
Oh, no, wait.
No, it was
Wentz. It was Wentz. Yeah.
It was Wentz, right? It was over Josh.
Yeah, because Wentz was your hero. Yeah.
No, it wasn't my hero. Josh, who was your villain?
My villain for quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Stat Mafford.
That's what it was. I don't think you won. I gotta go back and look at the tape.
No, Stafford has 3 more points.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Did you write it down?
Stafford. It wasn't Stafford. I want to say it was Wentz.
I want to say it was Wentz too. Maybe it was.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I was out of it last show.
There's a good chance that I'm going to take a pie. It's fine.
Drew Lock had 3 tutters, baby.
He did.
Second coming. John Elway right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. All right, we got stuff going on the side camera there. But hey, so let's get into some of the news here. We talked about Dalvin Cook. He's back and he's cooking. All right. Right now, he's the number 1 fantasy player on the week. And I mean quarterbacks and everything.
Yeah.
So, this is 4 point per touchdown. If you do 6 point, Patrick Mahomes may get him, but at 4 point, he's at 49.6 points in PPR leagues.
That'll do it. That'll do it every time.
He had a 54 bomb for me in FSA because we get the bonus for first downs. Glorious.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes coming in number 2, 48.6. DK Metcalf, 41 points, boys.
Another solid call by me.
It's a nice 40 burger. Very nice.
We'll talk about some of the. There's some surprises out there, though. I want to talk about a few surprises. I want to talk about Jordan Wilkins. Is he the lead back there in Colts? He had as many carries as Taylor.
That's fine.
And Hines got all the receiving work. They literally pulled Taylor at the goal line and let Wilkins punch it in for both the 2-point conversion and the touchdown because he could not get through the line.
That's fine.
The culture team is not looking to – I mean, they're kind of building for the future, but their quarterback's gone after this year probably.
Yeah, no, they're trying to win now. So
yeah. I got a feeling they might step away from good old Taylor. Maybe not step
for
away.
this year, maybe.
Slow down his usage. We get a 3-headed monster in there. We get a Detroit Lions situation.
Gary
Young got a touchdown, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, which was great. A receiving touchdown.
How dare you, carry on? How dare you steal touches from my boy?
What was DJ Dallas? DJ Dallas. Let's talk about DJ. Let's go to Seattle. It wasn't very efficient. 2.3 yards. He did his best Kalen Ballage impression.
Oof.
I was right about some of it.
Yeah, but he got 2 touchdowns, a rushing and a receiving.
Yeah,
wasn't right about that. Didn't see that coming.
Got a bunch of receiving work. I think he had like 6 catches.
He had 5 catches, for 17 yards. Yeah, 18.
Not a lot of work in PPR, that straight up makes him good.
Yeah,
I mean, sure did. Finished right now. He's the number 3 running back. Sure is.
Somehow, yeah.
Right behind Alvin Kamara. So Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, and DJ Dallas. If you have that trio leading the way.
Gio outscored him in sleeper, so he's 4th in sleeper.
Yeah, not good.
I benched Dallas in Dynasty.
They're tied in sleeper. And
that's fair.
They're both 22.8 in PPR. What about Zach Moss? He's back. He's healthy. He's the lead back there, isn't he? Or at least going to get the touchdown work? Over Singletary? What do you think here? It's 20 points. It was 14 carries. No receiving work. I get the no receiving work really scares you, but rushing wise on the goal line, he's going to be the goal line back.
Yeah.
I mean, Singletary, even when he was out, they really didn't use him in the goal line running the ball. What do you guys think?
I mean, when he's been healthy, 4.6 yards a carry, 6.7 yards a carry, 5.8 yards a carry. I can't blame him for giving him the ball. I mean, he does pretty well with it when they give him a few touches. So
Justin Jackson, boys. Justin Jackson. Because everybody's looking for a running back right now. 10 points last week, 17 points, 14 points before the bye. No timeline on Austin Eckler coming back.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, well, I mean, Justin Jackson, the old 7th-round pick, he had a pretty good game, considering that a lot of people didn't today. It was a very strange game. Like you said, DJ Dallas, Giovanni Bernard, and Nyheim Hines rounded out the top 5 for running backs this week. It's a strange week.
And don't forget about Jamal Williams in there in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And Jordan Wilkins. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, Damian Harris finished in the top 10. I mean, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? It was a rough week.
At 14. The Gus bus.
Yeah, Philip Lindsay jumping in there. Like
Philip Lindsay makes a little bit of sense because at least he's been relevant before.
But not really this season.
Tremaine Pope, the fullback for the Chargers.
Yeah, how about that? We all saw that coming.
Saturday he got signed to the active roster. Saturday.
Well, the freaking Charger or the Raiders and the Browns played in a blizzard. I don't know, dude. It's just, I mean, like you saw these footballs.
It was very windy.
Yeah, you saw the footballs. They were going right there. It was the craziest thing to watch these kickers kick. Both of them former Auburn alums, mind you. It was bananas. The same thing, like I don't know. It was a really strange weekend. You have freaking DiNucci starting for the boys, making them look terrible. It was like they didn't even They didn't even try to help DiNucci out with the game plan.
Did you hear
I don't wanna
Collinsworth
bring-
trying to like talk him up towards the end of the game? They're like, I think he's finally calming down and seeing things. And then he gets strip sacked on the next play.
But then he talked about that. I think it's going to be they're going to count to 3 seconds and have the air horn. Oh, that's a sack. Because that's all the time you get in the NFL is 1, 2, 3, and you got to get the ball out.
Yeah, you were a great quarterback,
one thing-
or receiver.
Hey, he almost won a Super Bowl. Just saying. They were in a Super Bowl.
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
That was a Joe Montana comeback game. Let's talk real quick. I just want to say this. FSA. Josh, tell them about FSA. We're way far into this. We almost forget FSA all the time, but that is who powers us. They are the key to everything we do. Tell us about FSA.
That's right. They support us in every way that Nick Mullins supports Jimmy Garoppolo. Check out Fantasy Sports Alliance, FSA-FR.com. It's our website. It's our own mothership. We are doing everything that we possibly can to talk about how great it is. Right now they have weekly fantasy games going on, or not weekly, excuse me. You can check out all of the broadcasts weekly. On Wednesday night, Brian gets on there and he has the Fanatically Real broadcast, and you're going to have every Tuesday night the Average Bros. We all fall under this umbrella now. We broadcast live through Fantasy Sports Alliance on Facebook and YouTube. Please check them out. I mean, cannot say enough. There's always things in the works. Even when you're thinking, oh, well, you know, what else could they possibly be doing? There's constantly new things being developed. So even if you think that you've never seen it before or you have already seen it, trust me when I tell you, there's always something cooking. Please check them out, FSA-FR.com. They are just absolutely incredible. They're on the Twitter, the Facebook, the Instagrams, all of them, everywhere. Cooking
up some problems.
Like Nick Mullins.
Let's talk about our broadcast sponsor for this episode. It's Football Darts. Footballdarts.com. Go check them out. You can get your licensed. Oh, I always stumble on this part right here. Your licensed
collegiate
dartboard. Okay, they have a collegiate whatever. They can do your football team, your college team, whatever college team you want to do, they can put it on there. All right.
Put it on there.
It's all the strategy of football, mixes it with the skill of darts. It's a great talking piece just for a man cave. It's something that, let's be honest, your friends aren't going to have. They may have a pool table, but most of our man caves won't fit pool tables because we don't make pool table room kind of money. Because my wife's already mad. Yeah, my wife's already mad that I turned the kitchen into a podcasting studio. Pretty sure she's not going to be happy if I turn the living room into a man cave.
Well, she'll be fine because she's in a different state right now. She'll be all right.
Hey, don't push. Yeah. Don't talk about my personal problems, okay?
Hey,
let's get back on it. It's footballdarts.com. Go check them out, please.
Real quick on FSA. They are still on 109 subscribers. What are you guys doing? Go out there. If you're listening to us, go to YouTube.
Go right now.
Subscribe to Fantasy Sports Alliance on YouTube. Bump those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. We got to pump those up.
Pump them up. Pump it up like Joe Budden.
All right, now I want to get back to football, and I want to talk about the Colts tight end situation.
Yeah. Thanks, Jack Doyle, for just so magically appearing again.
He gets another touchdown, right? Trey Burton.
Still had a decent day.
He had a touchdown. Got a good
game.
Eli Cox is back healthy, but playing and not there.
Yeah.
They had two tight ends in the top 12. Makes sense.
Yeah.
They sure did, Bob. Right next to each other.
What are we doing? Like, what are you doing if you're – because you want to own the Colts tight end, right? You want to have that because that's a good starting tight end.
Yeah,
how are you taking the one? Do we need to break out the tight end wheel of punishment again, Josh?
Dude, that was for Baltimore when you had to just pick the right one that was going to be going that week whenever when Flacco was playing. Dude,
yep.
I mean, they had 3 tight ends finish higher than George Kittle this week. So what do you want me to do, dude? I don't
do.
I mean, he got hurt, right? That's not really fair.
Okay,
they had saying though
3 tight ends finish over Mark Andrews probably.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know. I know you definitely aren't going to start any of the Colts receivers right now. But between the running backs and the tight ends, I mean, maybe.
T.Y. left with an injury, right? What was T.Y.'s injury? Was it a ribs? Can't remember.
I think it was the groin. I don't recall off the top of my head. It doesn't matter. He wasn't getting used anyway. So
Yeah.
He's not getting used in offense. It's really bad. Phillip Rivers' little noodle arm isn't there.
Free Michael
You know what?
Pittman.
49ers, Tevin Coleman was activated off the IR. Kevin Coleman is back, hurt again, same knee.
yep.
Aw.
As soon as he gets activated, he leaves. Boom. That's just
Sad.
the way
It
the
reminds
world
me of
works.
the South Park. And it's gone.
Yeah. He was gone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but that's not it for the Niners. Like you guys said, George Kittle, he's out. It was an ankle injury. Then it was, oh, there's nothing broken in his ankle. Well, now it's not an ankle, it's a foot, but there's nothing broken in his foot. What are we doing here? Jordan Reed could be back next week. They're hoping Jordan Reed's back for them next week.
Yeah, but
They got
he's an
Willie.
injury liability anyway.
Ross
said they got-
Willie.
They got Dwelle.
Yeah.
Big Welle. Dwelle.
He
Would
might
you
be
rather-
he might be the play.
If you know that Jordan Reed's out and you know that George Kittle's out, would you rather start Ross Willie or would you rather roll the dice on whichever Colts tight end you want to pick?
Oh gosh.
Colts tight end. Well, because Garoppolo's hurt too, right? He went down as
He is.
well.
It don't
So
matter. Nick Mullins can throw the tight end, boys. I know that.
yeah,
Nick Mullins came in there. He looked serviceable.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Phil Rivers thrown because you know he's going to throw it to
Yeah,
the tight end no
but
matter
You
what.
don't know which one.
But Jimmy G was looking bad against Seattle's defense, which is one of the worst in the NFL. And then you had Nick Mullins come in there.
Pass, and they
Yeah.
only threw the ball like 4 times in the first half.
Hey, what do you want me to do? Potato, tomato.
Potato.
Potato, tomato.
Tomato soup.
What other big news you guys want to talk about before we get into our heroes and villains? Any other big Cowboys? Man, I tell you what, they know how to do an onside kick. They almost got another one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, congratulations. They can execute in one facet of the game. They're so bad.
It turns out that the Browns did need Odell Beckham. And
He almost got Landry killed too. Did you see that?
No.
he's getting these guys. Yeah, he's just throwing right into
Yeah.
traffic, getting these guys worked over. Another thing is, are the Bengals good now, or are the Titans bad? It seems like they
Ooh.
dropped one to the Steelers.
The problem
And
is
now-
the Titans are practicing. When they weren't practicing, they came in there fresh.
Okay, all right, that's analytics.
That's fair.
Got it.
That's fair. It's science. They're rested. They're good.
no.
They're not rested. They're not good.
I think, honestly, what I think it is the Titans' defense isn't as good as we thought it was. If they cannot get that early lead and let Derrick Henry work,
That's true.
that defense can get picked apart. And the one thing we know about the Bengals is they will throw the ball.
Yeah, they
Not all they can do.
the Titans aren't who we thought they were. And the Dolphins are above 500. Tua didn't play great, but the team played inspired.
That defense got up for Tua. As I said they would.
Let's
Do we
talk
have
about
a
streaming
safety
defenses.
situation?
Eric killed it. Eric killed it with streaming defense this week.
I did.
No, let's talk about streaming. Eric killed it with streaming defense. He picked Miami, and they balled out. I picked the Rams. Wasn't as good. Jalen Ramsey left with an illness. Wish I would have known about that.
Yeah, I wish we'd known about that beforehand.
Top 12 defense. And Josh,
They
who
did
was your
good.
defense?
I don't even remember who I picked, Brad.
You
It
didn't. pick
wasn't
Brad.
good. I'm sure it wasn't good. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'm sure it was good. It was such a bad weekend. I mean,
So what? Okay, let's talk about Tua for a minute. In any type of redraft league, are you looking at starting him from
no,
what we saw this week?
I don't think
No.
so.
he didn't play.
I mean,
well
his
this
first
week.
pass attempt was a strip sack. So
Maybe in
stepped
Superflex
right up
if like all your guys got hurt, like if you had Garoppolo and he went down again, and who else? has gotten hurt
Danucci or
this year?
Tua?
Yeah, and you had Dak.
Tua, shut up, get out of here.
Tua, yeah, definitely Tua.
No one's gonna start Danucci.
You start Taysom Hill over Danucci. I'm just saying.
He threw the ball 40 times and had 180 yards.
Yeah, Tua had 5 points and 5.7, and Danucci had 5.4.
I'm not gonna lie. Though. At the end of the game, those wide receivers weren't helping him. At the end of the game, they were done. Amari Cooper, he had put a couple on his numbers finally, and he was
Yeah,
just
why would they? Why would anyone want to be a Cowboy right now? They're terrible.
Gallup was trying. He was doing backflips trying to get to those.
Yeah, because he understands now that with Amari Cooper about to get traded, Gallup needs to step it up and be the number one.
Yeah.
They're going to
All
trade
right.
Cooper. They're going to
They're
start
not.
selling, boys. Yeah, they are. They have to.
I agree. They
might
should
even-
blow it up, but they won't.
They might even trade Zeke.
Sean Lee was back. Is that what happened with the defense?
Actually,
I'm just
Sean
kidding.
Lee was doing pretty well. It
And
was
when he's
just-
around, he's good. When he's healthy, but he's so rarely completely healthy. It's always dinged up
Right.
with something.
Let's talk about fantasy now. Let's get into these heroes and these villains. And we'll start with the heroes, quotation marks. Josh,
Question mark?
we'll let you go first here.
God, why? All right. So, like I said earlier, the Browns and Raiders played in a blizzard. Derek Carr had 11.5 points.
Is that good?
It's a good
Didn't
day.
help you. Did not help you. Nope, that's not good. It was better than Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield and Danucci, so better than some other starting quarterbacks,
Yep.
but not a top 12 finish. And I think I promised a top 5, so there's that.
He was
Really
21.
put it out there.
QB 21.
What?
He was QB 21, but when you look at it in super flex style, you could have started Naheem Hines and some other people.
Mm.
Yeah, and it didn't make sense that my running back, Mr. Boston Scott, who actually had a pretty good yards per clip, he just didn't get any touchdowns and he didn't get any receptions. So 15 carries for 70 yards. That wasn't too bad. I thought they would have ran the ball a little bit more. Didn't need to because the Cowboys are so terrible. My boy Boston Scott, little guy, didn't matter. So that sucked. And man, what a freaking and then okay, so I did hit my wide receiver. I feel good about that. Tyler Boyd finished better than T. Higgins, like I thought he would. He had 19.6 points, 67 yards and a tutter, 6 catches, 2 carries for 9 yards. He did okay. He did all right. That's pretty good. I can live with that. And then my tight end thing again.
Hold on. Your tight end thing. I want to say something about your tight end. If you got points per pass interference, he would have got you a lot. I'm just saying. He drew a lot of pass interference calls.
He did. 2 catches on 7 targets. What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I should have picked the other tight end in the game, Jared Cook, who actually scored. Oh boys. I'm saddened, appalled, and you know what? I feel bad. I feel real bad. I did so well last week. Gosh, I do.
I think we got a little high.
You should
Got a little high.
apologize for your picks.
I'm
We're coming down. Well, speaking of
Apology not
apologies.
accepted.
Apologies. Let's go ahead and get you in here.
Let's
I just want to preface,
Let's
if
not.
you're watching the video, you see a Philadelphia receiver and you're like, Eric didn't pick a Philadelphia wide receiver.
I
No, he
didn't.
didn't. That's Nelson Aguilar because people couldn't find him. Like he can't find the ball half the time when it's tracking in the air.
Oh.
So he's on the Eagles in this picture. But hey, that's okay. If you go to Twitter, you can see the correct picture.
He
Should
might
be
as
out there.
well have been on the Eagles because he got you a big fat goose egg. I started him in FSA and he got me no points. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, they played in a blizzard, like Josh said, so it was pretty tough for the Raiders to do anything.
It made no sense, dude.
through the air.
It made no sense.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be. I should have checked to see they were at Cleveland. Yeah, I didn't look at that. Well, apparently we're gonna have to start working around the weather with our picks now, boys.
Yep.
So,
Got to look at the weather reports.
didn't think
It was
about that.
windy.
Didn't think about that. Let's move on to my running back because he
Okay.
was pretty good.
You hit that one. I'll give you a solid. That's a solid. You knocked that out of the park.
Where was he at? Top 10? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
18.2 points in sleeper. Not too shabby. I'll go with that. Jamal Williams filling in on short notice for your boy, Aaron Jones. And then my tight end. Where did Gesicki finish? I didn't even see.
It wasn't
Not good.
It wasn't good. Yeah, it wasn't good because
Yeah.
I started him in another league, and I think he had like 1.2 points or something. 1.8 points. Excuse me.
Dallas Goedert, Kyle Rudolph,
Tight
and
end,
Irv
33.
Smith were all ahead of him. Tyler Croft for Buffalo, who I've never heard of, also finished ahead of him.
Oh, hold on. The Tyler Croft thing, though. Let's talk about the Tyler Croft thing.
Tomb
Yeah.
He is
Raider.
the only one on the tight ends or on the Bills tight end squad that's not on the COVID report because he had his baby. So he was at the hospital with his kid when the rest of them were passing COVID around
Amazing.
the meetings.
He's
So
in the
his
hospital,
child-
doesn't get COVID, doesn't go to work, avoids
Yeah.
COVID.
So he gets to play. So the last 2 weeks he's looked really good.
Mm.
Interesting. Dawson Knox.
Don't get COVID.
Is his time up?
No, he just got COVID. Like he can't help it.
Yeah.
Well, he could.
So
if you don't go
Somebody
to the
quarterback. You're sweating up.
Gesicki and Aguilar, Jamal Williams, and Drew Lock. Oof.
You were sweating that one though. Let's not lie. Until about that fourth quarter, you were sweating the Drew Lock hard.
Absolutely. Drew Lock was making me look real bad at the beginning of that game. But he's at 1, 2, 3, 4.
Seventh.
He's 7th quarterback this week.
He's 7th.
I said he was going to be a good QB2, and he's a QB1. Fantastic.
Yeah, the Chargers did their best Atlanta Falcons impression there.
They really did.
Oh yeah.
When they tried to rule that last second touchdown incomplete, I was like, "What are you looking at, dude? That was ridiculous." Because that was his third tutter, and put him up there. So,
all right, let's go over to my heroes here, and I'm gonna say I got one of these. All right, and we'll just go down the list here. Carson Wentz, he ended it QB 22 with 10 points and 4 points per touchdown.
Nailed it.
Yeah, pretty rough day for
Le'Veon Bell, revenge game. Not so much here. He got you 5.8 points. RB 39. It's not good. Not good at all.
Not good.
Yeah.
All right, and then okay, here's what's up. I have the Nelson Aguilar picture. You have the Fulgham picture. That's what's up. Because I'm like, why do I have a Raider? I don't have a Raider.
Oh, flipsy flopsies? That's okay.
Flipsy flopsies. It's okay. That's what happens when you do it live. Jonnu Smith, tight end 22. Is that a win? No, it's not.
No.
I mean, he is the best tight end we've talked about so far.
He really is. He really is.
Oh,
yeah, because we haven't gotten to villains yet.
Still not good. Not good at all. But I will take the W on my wide receiver, Travis Fulgham. He is Carson Wentz's only option there. Right now, he's setting a wide receiver 14, 19.8 points. I'm going to take a victory lap on that one, boys.
Okay.
I mean, wide receiver 14 for a dude
good.
that you got off waivers. Like,
no, that's fine. Wide receiver 2 for a waiver guy. Yeah.
So I use facts and stats to make all of my picks, and
that doesn't matter. That absolutely doesn't matter.
None of it matters.
I went stats because I'm like, oh, the Cowboys are really bad, so Carson Wentz will light them up. Oh no.
It didn't
Next
matter.
week, I'm just gonna go all gut, no prep, and see what happens.
I did a gut pick too. Le'Veon Bell.
No,
nope,
I'm doing all gut picks. I'm just gonna throw some stuff out there and see what sticks.
Oh gosh, I feel. Well, at least you know what
I mean, we spend tens of minutes trying to prep for the show.
We spend.
It's okay. You know, I went down with my own ship this week, starting several of these guys. So you know what? I'm okay with the fact that I got it wrong too.
Are you losing in Dynasty?
He's getting rocked. He's getting rocked right now.
Getting rocked in Dynasty? Nice.
He played Dalvin Cook and Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah.
Let's talk about your villain, Josh.
And Tyreek Hill. So you want to talk about QBs real quick? Let's talk about Matt Stafford, the number 3 QB on the week. Had him as a villain. Nailed it.
And let me tell you what, I'm mad at you for this. I'm mad at you at this because you took him as a villain. And in my league I'm trying to lose in, I started Matt Stafford. I'm the 3rd highest scorer. Thank God I'm playing the 1st highest scorer.
Dude, what do you want from me? It made sense, man.
Thank God I'm playing the highest scorer right now.
Tank
because
for
I'm
Trevor,
the highest
baby.
scorer.
Get it.
The Colts were shutting down quarterbacks. Made sense. You want to talk about running backs? Let's talk about DJ Dallas. I said not to start any Seattle running back. Guess what? Number 3 running back on the week right now. Nailed it.
I think you were correct in your way of going about it because it was a late game. The chances are you wanted to start Chris Carson because I asked you guys, like, do I wait on Chris Carson? Because we thought maybe he plays, but if he plays, does he get hurt?
Yeah.
And I think that would have changed everything. Had anything else have happened, or Travis Homer was healthy, wasn't he? Carlos Hyde was out. Yeah.
I think Homer was listed with a knee, so I think Dallas was the only one that wasn't on the injury report.
He was, but I think another one was active for the game.
Yeah.
I was accurate on the wide receiver. Devontae Parker caught 1 pass. It was for a touchdown, but it was only for 3 yards, so he still finished as a terrible wide receiver.
But it was really early. It was real early. You were like, oh, here we go.
I know. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me, dude. Is this how we're going to do this day? Is this how we're going to do the day?
And then it's going to go.
And then TJ Hawkinson, he really helped me out too by finishing as the fourth best tight end so far this week. So I got a 3-3 and a 4. Dude, unbelievable, man.
Josh pulled a me with his villains.
Yeah,
You pulled a
he
me,
did.
bud.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
I got too high on my horse. Got too high on my horse.
Speaking of a U, let's go ahead and look at these villains here.
Woof. Okay.
Patrick Mahomes.
QB1.
Yep.
QB1 on the day. 36 points.
Yeah, I think you heard that. He's like, "Oh, you think I'm not going to throw against the Jets? I'll
Right.
throw it underhanded."
I didn't think he would have to throw against the Jets, but CEH and Le'Veon didn't do jack all day. I was like, where's this Jets defense been? Whatever. It's fine.
They're good
I'm
against
fine
the
with
run.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, I guess. And then our boy, here, we'll go with DK Metcalf first because he blew up. What was he? Wide receiver 1.
So did you say
40?
both DK and Lockett?
I did say both of them. Yes, I did say the Seattle wide receivers. So I
Lockett
hit on
broke.
one, and
Yeah.
I did not hit on the other.
You got cocky.
Yeah, I should have just picked one or the other. But
What?
and then old Robert Funyon, he was where? What was he?
5th.
5th. Yeah, great. With 12 points.
Yeah.
So yeah, killing it on the villains this week, aren't we, Josh? And then the one I actually hit on, Melvin Gordon. He was trash. Yeah,
I mean,
he was like,
He hit that one.
I guess you kind of did. I mean, still an RB2.
I mean, barely.
Yeah. He had 10 points. I mean, I don't know if he was a straight up villain, but I guess when you are down there with hanging out with Kerryon Johnson and scores, it kind of makes you a villain.
Yeah. Samaje Perine right there. Yeah.
But he
Dan Montgomery.
outscored Kareem Hunt, who I'm pretty sure we all would have taken Kareem Hunt over him this week.
Yeah, probably.
He outscored my hero, Boston Scott. So there's that.
No, don't worry, boys. Don't worry. Here you go. Let's do my victory lap. Oh, that's wrong because all I have is Mark Andrews is my victory lap, but that's because he took the Steelers, and that was an oh crap moment. Let me pick this one real quick off the top of my head.
Cam Newton was still a QB1.
Yep, Cam Newton was QB 11 with 18 points.
All right.
James Conner is running back 13 with 15 points.
Nailed it.
Not a villain at all. Stephon Diggs, he's got 15 points. He's a wide receiver too, so I'm not taking that. That's not a win as a villain.
Yeah.
Because with a guy that you drafted to start, finishing as a wide receiver too isn't great, but it's better than, like we said, a lot of other people that you probably could have started over him.
Andrews was good though. 5 points.
Well, Andrews was a good one. And I really thank Josh for not paying attention to me saying Hawkinson was mine in our pregame show and then taking him and making me pivot real quick. Because I would have been Oprah in those. Heroes and Villains was not good this week. But
just remember, folks, we're big dumb animals. We make mistakes like everybody else. So do the opposite of what we say.
Analytics added up for us being good.
Yeah, I'm coming back next week hard, and I'm going to be ready to go. I'm not messing around next week. Watch what I tell you guys. I'm telling you. Watch. I'm going to nail it next week. I'm going to look at weather. I'm going to look at lunar implications with the sun hitting the moon and everything. Boom. I'm going to be ready to go next week. Don't worry, guys.
And we'll all be just as wrong as we were this week.
Nope.
Right, who is your guys like number one waiver at? Is it Jordan Wilkins?
Jordan Wilkins.
Not Curtis Samuel. He had a huge game on Thursday night, but I don't think we're adding him.
No. Who's out? Who's available? I gotta look. I don't know.
If you don't already have, if for whatever reason Justin Herbert is still on the waivers in your league, you need to scoop him.
If he's still out there, I'll be seriously impressed. Even a redraft, he should be rostered at least. Goodness.
And I believe Rashad Penny is getting ready to come back.
Well, in sleeper, Justin Herbert's roster percentage is 99.3. So I got a feeling that he's rostered.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good odds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another person. I mean, if like I said, if Rashad Penny's out there, he's one that you definitely want to look at. Right now, maybe Justin Jackson. I mean, you certainly don't want to go for their fullback. I thought that the plan that the Patriots had to try and run the ball with Damian Harris was pretty good. He had a good game, only because he scored. He wasn't getting a lot of passing work, but he's going to be very valuable in standard. I think that they're going to just try to run the ball. I mean,
all right, I need to fix what I just said. I said something wrong about Justin Herbert. I forgot sleeper does different between redraft and dynasty. In Dynasty, he's 99% owned. In redraft, he's 87% owned. So they do change it up.
Well, if you're in one of those leagues where he's not rostered, go grab him.
He's still pretty high, though.
Yeah,
how do you guys feel about old Corey Davis? You think that maybe he's going to be a thing, or Brandon Ayuk?
A.J. Brown still got a touchdown, didn't he?
He did.
So I retweeted a thing earlier. Their numbers are almost identical. They both played in 5 games. They both have the same number of targets, almost the same number of receptions. Yardage is pretty close, and then the touchdown disparity is the only thing really that keeps them apart. Davis has 3, and I think Brown has 5.
I think the difference is that A.J. Brown is going to pull the number 1 coverage the majority of the time. So that is going to kind of hurt him a little bit, but I think the cream does rise to the top, and I think he is a little bit better at talent.
Oh, yeah.
Corey Davis will still be held. I think Corey Davis still – you can probably still start him, but he's more of a spot starter for me. I'm not going to rely on him every day, every week.
No, you can't.
No.
You throw up all over the place.
That's MJ here laughing at us for looking at our heroes and villains.
Yep. Just don't do what we say, MJ. Just go against the grain.
What's wrong with
Go against
Zeke?
whatever we say.
W's wrong with Zeke? Do they need to play Wildcat the whole time?
His offensive line is terrible.
The line's bad. The
whole time?
quarterback's bad. The play calling's bad. It's all bad.
It's all bad. The play calling is awful. It makes me sad.
The play, it's terrible. The defense is terrible. The guys look uninspired. I think they still have one decent offensive lineman. What do you want? I mean, what do you want?
Well, they got Zach Martin back tonight, so I'm sure he was trying to get his legs back under him and get used to the game flow again. They have to get creative. They need to get more creative.
Rested just this season, not talking future. Zeke or Myles Gaskin? I'm serious.
I'm still going to go Zeke.
Zeke or James Robinson?
I would definitely take Gaskin. Robinson's kind of fell off though, too, hasn't he?
No, not really. I think he had 30 points right before he went on by.
I was going to say I'd probably take James Robinson right now.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
probably both. Looking at their – what did Zeke have today?
He had like a solid
8 points. He had 8 points. He had 6 last week and 12 the week before. So yeah, you could pretty much. I mean,
if you were a Zeke owner and you're trying to, let's say you're in a redraft and you just want to try to get, are you trading him? Are you trying to get rid of him? Are you trying to get something for that name value?
Yeah, because he's still got name value. He's still got name value. Mm-hmm. He's still worth something.
Move him for something,
just based on name value.
So if you could try to package maybe a James Robinson or a Myles Gaskin with a wide receiver.
If you can get that much, his value is pretty low right now.
I think the Gaskins, it's still Zeke. You can still talk like, hey man, that's their best offensive weapon is them.
Yeah, you gotta sell it. You gotta sell it.
Yeah.
Plus, he's about to get traded, so when he does that, his value is going to go
and
up.
You play in a league with the Cowboys fan, and not every Cowboys fan is a self-deprecating Cowboys fan. Like
I tried that trade already, and it didn't work. So
yeah,
twice.
Yeah. What about Dynasty, Josh? You're a Zeke owner in a Dynasty league. So are you, Eric. Do you guys want to move on from Zeke and Dynasty?
No. God, no.
They'll go out. Hopefully they have a nice high draft pick. They can go out and get some more offensive linemen in the first couple of rounds. Get those guys in a full camp. They get used to it. Dak comes back healthy next year, and they'll keep right on humming, hopefully.
They'll be rocking.
Second contract, man. It's second contract in these running backs.
Nah,
he was putting up good numbers before Dak went down.
He's putting up okay numbers. It wasn't Zeke numbers, though. They were more of a pass game. They were relying more on the pass.
Let's pull them up. 27, 21, 17, 20, 23, and then 12, 6, and 8.
Yeah, he was doing fine.
Those are good numbers. Those are solid.
RB1.
He was the number. He's still the fourth running back in PPR right now.
And I think it was. I don't think it was the Dak. Well, Dak hurt it a little bit, but I think the offensive line is what's killed it even more.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
That's fine.
Especially his rushing numbers. Like his receiving numbers are still good, but his rushing numbers are trash.
Yeah, I mean Tony Pollard outscored him today.
Well, he was only averaging. I mean, I think he was still averaging 4 yards a carry there for a while. Yeah, 4.
Yeah. It's not that. It's just
It's just they don't have a creative offensive coordinator or head coach there.
Weird.
So they're not finding ways to get him the ball. And I think
they are not. And they are not getting him in space or doing anything that allow his physical gifts to shine.
I got excited. Sure. I saw Cedric Wilson back there, quarterback, who was a former quarterback like in high school or freshman year in college. They put him back there. They were trying some stuff to get – I was like, oh, they're going to try some – like You might as well try some things to at least make it exciting to watch.
Throw the kitchen sink out there. It's not going to hurt.
Did Zeke took a Wildcat handoff too, didn't he?
He did, but
didn't matter.
I mean,
didn't matter.
If he's back there, like under,
you got to try to do something.
You do. You have to, but you need to get a little more creative than that. Because if Zeke's standing back there in the backfield and there's no quarterback, it's obviously probably going to him.
I sat there and watched
Derrick Henry, where they're like,
oh no! I sat there and watched Ricky Williams take Miami to the playoffs, running the Wildcat.
Oh, that was him and Ronnie Brown. Let's give
it was.
Who's the QB for that team?
That was started off with Dante Culpepper. No, that was Dante Culpepper, dude. Yes.
Yeah. But was he there that year?
Yes, he was. Yes.
He was a good runner too in his own right. So I mean, I could see that.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to mix and match stuff like that with Dak, who can actually run, as opposed to, I mean, Danucci's athletic, but
not with that old floppy ankle, dude.
Just to get you guys all crazy. We don't know what's going on with Andy Dalton and concussion. It's got to be pretty bad if he didn't play this week. Danucci's not ready to play in the NFL.
He went to James Madison County University or some crap like that.
They showed the thing. Mike McCarthy's brother coached him in middle school basketball.
Yep, he sure did.
Oh, that's the connection. Makes sense.
That's exactly how it went.
So hold on. Do the Cowboys go sign Colin Kaepernick?
No.
They should. Why not?
This is the Kaepernick thing. This is why Kaepernick gets all mad. Is because there's players like Danucci who should not be on a field in the NFL, and there's him. Well, I'm not saying Kaepernick's good, but he's better than that.
I bet he could do 60% of what Dak did.
Because he doesn't want to actually play football. That's why.
They're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. If you wanted to sign a one-year deal, if you wanted to sign a one-year deal, and they can make cat magic happen like they do.
Yeah,
no,
why not?
Sign him. No, they shouldn't. He wasn't even good last time he played. No, he hadn't played football in 3 years. I'll take the Nooch over him.
At least it makes them somewhat relevant, at least in terms of like what's going on. Yeah. No, well, they won't be competitive. Let's be real.
In Dallas, they're plenty relevant.
Did you see what they did? Do you see what also Sunday Night Football did? They did a thing. If the NFC East just splits the rest of the games between the teams the rest of the year, each team goes 500 against each other, and they don't win a game outside the division. The Eagles will make the playoffs with like 5 wins. It was bad. They showed it. I'm like, and they tried to compare it, and Collinsworth tried to make the best. It was like, well, they did. Marshawn Lynch did that, when the Seahawks were 7-9, and they got in there and Beastquake, and they won a playoff.
At least they were close to 500. They're not even going to get close.
And they were like, and the Steelers were a 6 seed, and they won a Super Bowl. Blah. I'm like, boys, come on.
The three teams that were below 500, so they were at 500 or under. There were 3 teams that have done it. All of them hosted a playoff game, and all of them won a playoff game.
Yeah, but they were like 7-9. I don't think we've had anybody with like 5 wins.
Or 8-8, but yes, but they've all won a playoff game.
Yeah, I don't think anybody in the NFC is going to win a playoff game this year. Let's be real. They're 1-12 on the road combined. The 4 of them. The 4
and
teams.
That one win is against each other.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the football team versus the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think it is. Pretty bad.
Hey, now that Ron Rivera's done with cancer, watch out for the football team. They're going to trade Dwayne Crapskins, and they're going to get rolling. Okay, they'll probably get like an 8th rounder for him, and they'll be good to go.
Is this baseball now?
He's so bad.
Yeah. The NFC East continues to be just abysmal in all facets of the game. It's pretty awful.
No one's out of it. no one's out.
And that's sad because they should all be mathematically eliminated by now.
Could be Alabama. Could Alabama?
No, stop. No, stop. I hate that argument. It's so dumb.
Well, I mean,
not everybody on Alabama is going to play in the NFL. Not everybody, but everybody on the Eagles or the Giants or the Cowboys is an actual NFL football player. They're not going. No college team is going to go out and beat a pro team. Stop.
Well,
no,
they're pretty good.
They would wax them. You're high. No way.
You put your boys with Mike McCarthy
Yeah, I would.
And
I saw what Nick Saban did as a head coach in the NFL. I ain't scared of him.
Wait, and you take the nooch right now. The nooch.
Yeah.
And that defense.
And your 3 offensive linemen that were undrafted that shouldn't be in the NFL again.
So you'll
over
take
the Alabama offensive line.
You still got 2 that should be there. Well, no, they got Zach Martin back. They'll be okay.
The Alabama offensive line is getting drafted. Let's be honest.
All of them. All 5 of them.
Okay, great.
The tight end will get drafted. They got a guy who broke his leg who's about to get drafted in the first round. So if you want to freaking come at me, they'll throw him in there, bro. Nick Saban don't care about his kids.
They will not. They will not beat them. Stop.
Dude, all right.
Hey, they won't.
I don't think they would. Okay, one game versus one game. Do I think they'd beat them? No. But if they played 10 times, could they probably get one?
Sure. If they played 10 times, maybe there's one fluke in there. Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
If they play the 7
not make
series,
it,
they're not getting swept.
Yeah, that does not make it accurate.
Game series is all I'm saying.
Dude, he took the Eagles' 2nd round draft pick, Jalen Hurts, and threw him in the trash, bro. Didn't even need him. You tell me if they could. I mean,
no, that's like, oh, could Duke or Kentucky beat like the worst NBA team? No, they would get waxed too.
No,
sorry.
Yeah, the NBA is a lot different though. You have 18-year-olds playing. Where college, they're more grown men. There's
I don't know.
I don't know. And then you go to the NFL and you get on an NFL lifting program, and they're probably pumping you full of steroids and this and that and the other thing. So they probably are at Alabama too.
You're describing Nick Saban.
But they're not. No, they're not beating the NFL team.
And you seriously tell me that Calipari won't get his boys ready to play the Knicks? Are you really? Come on.
They wouldn't be able to. They wouldn't. No, they wouldn't.
No, Frankie Nicotine would.
They don't have the size. They don't have the size to play against an NBA team or the body. Calipari says it all the time because he did coach in the NBA. He's like, college players just aren't built to play in the NBA yet. Most of them aren't. There's a few, outliers that can go there, freshmen, and dominate, but usually they're not.
Well, all I know is that the facilities at Alabama are ridiculous. They're on NFL weightlifting programs, dude. Their third string guys will get drafted. Like they don't. I'm just saying. I think
now Cowboys at full strength, not even a chance. But the Cowboys threw out there this week.
I'm telling you, okay.
Yeah, no, at full strength, no. But at full strength, they could probably take on the Jets. Easy. Eric doesn't even want to dispute that one. Exactly. Because Adam Gase.
The Cowboys taking on the Jets?
That'd be okay. No, I'm talking about Alabama taking on the Jets.
No, that goes for any NFL team. That's my argument.
No, I agree with you most of the time, but I think there could be it would be a more competitive game than it should be. Is my problem.
That's fair. I'll give you that, but I
don't think Alabama's getting the doors blown off of them.
No, but they'd still lose.
And especially the targeting rules, I'm pretty sure a lot of those DBs on the Cowboys don't understand like helmet to helmet, and they'd be thrown out about 3 minutes.
Well, because they shouldn't.
They're not playing by college rules. If you're playing you're playing against the big boys, you're playing on NFL rules.
Big boys.
Is that why you there, bud?
Yeah. Is that why the NBA, when they go overseas and they make way more money than all the overseas team that we play by the international rules? I'm just saying they're the big boys.
Yeah, IBC. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, okay.
We're off the rails.
We're off the roads. Let's finish this up real quick. Brought it up. Waiver wire moves. We said I think Jordan Wilkins I think he's going to be the guy in the Colts. I think they're going to start leaning on him a little more. He's a better runner. He wasn't healthy to start the season, and that's why Jordan Taylor got a lot of that work. Had he been healthy, I don't think Jordan Taylor would have been ready. Jordan Taylor is doing his best Trenton Richardson impressions and not his own. So
what about Brandon Ayukin?
Yeah, I was looking at him and McCole Hardman. I'm trying to find McCole Hardman's ownership stats.
So I like McCole Hardman, but he's such a boomer bust. Like because he's on that Chiefs team, and
no, absolutely he is.
Weather.
But if you
snowy in Kansas City.
I mean, Kenny Golladay put up a goose egg today. So
he was hurt. He hurt his hip.
Marvin Jones. We've been dogging on Marvin Jones.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns today. Thanks, Marvin.
We'll carry on score too. So should we go get him?
Fluke.
The Marvin Jones thing, probably.
Yeah. But Brandon Ayuk, I think, could be a thing.
He's the only healthy wide receiver there. They find ways to get him the football.
How many people are going to get duped by carry-on? That's the question.
No one.
Who's
Well,
going to go pick up carry him? Somebody will do it.
Someone stupid.
What about
Like
Kendrick
me.
Bourne? Do we think that's legit?
The Bourne ultimatum? No, I don't
The
think
Bourne
so.
ultimatum.
So who would you add? Corey Davis, Mecole Hardman, Brandon Ayuk, and Kerr, and Mike. We'll throw Mike Williams in there. Rank them.
Ooh, I like Mike Williams on that one.
What about Dalton Schultz? You guys want some Dalton Schultz action?
Hold on, rank those guys. I just gave you 3 guys: Corey Davis, Ayuk, Mike Williams, and Hardman.
Williams, Davis, Ayuk, Hardman.
I'm going to go Ayuk, Williams, Davis, Hardman.
I kind of agree with Josh because I think Ayuk's a safer play in a PPR.
Yes, of course you do. You're sensible.
I love Mike Williams, though, which is surprising. Dalton Schultz, you brought that up, tight end wise. He's a tight end that plays.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want?
Danucci's not going deep.
The problem with Dalton Schultz is he's disappeared in a lot of games too. Like he's had some real big ones, but he's disappeared in a bunch, which is going to happen, especially in that offense because it's so vanilla. Well,
I mean, other than that, I mean, the only other tight end prospect that I would say you can go out and get maybe Trey Burton, Jack Doyle, but it's so wishy-washy over there. With those guys. No, I'm not like Gerald Everett. No.
I mean, Higbee was active in the game, and he still finishes the tight end 1 right now, I should say.
Okay.
yeah, I think Everett's a good pickup. He's been actually pretty decent the last couple of weeks. So he had a touchdown last week too. So
All right. I think that's it, boys. I think we have went off the rails, got back on the rails, and ready to go home.
We were off, then on, then off, then on. Thanks for tuning in to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Josh. You can find me on Twitter at FFJoshHughes. Eric is going to be at GunsOfL19, and Brad's at Tack Jones. You can follow us, the show, on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Empty Wagon FF. You can also check out our website at fsa-fr.com. We love you. We will see you next Friday. We're ready to bring the heat on our next heroes and villains. So good luck, guys. And I hope your fantasy week turned out better than mine. Bye-bye.
Gadget guy's back on top.